In recent years, you might have noticed that the simple red to purple rainbow pride flag has since been replaced by a slightly different one now flying in its place. So today in this video, I will be explaining the most recent version of the pride flag, otherwise known as the intersex inclusive pride flag, while also explaining what each of the colors and the symbols on the flag represent. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So this is the pride flag, or what we call the intersex inclusive pride flag. Intersex inclusive means actively including and acknowledging people with intersex variations in discussions, policies, and spaces that are typically associated with the LGBTQIA+ community. In other words, this version of the pride flag aims to be more inclusive for diverse sexual orientations, gender identities, and gender expressions, while explicitly including intersex individuals. The pride flag colors each hold a different meaning and represent an important value of the LGBTQIA+ community. The red in the flag represents life, which represents the vitality, passion, and the energy that drives the community. It also signifies love and the power to create meaningful change. Orange represents healing, symbolizing the journey of overcoming adversity and finding strength and support within the LGBTQIA+ community. It also embodies warmth, joy, and the restorative power of community. Yellow represents the sun, as it functions as the flag's radiant, bright center. Yellow is said to stimulate new ideas and thoughts. Green represents nature as a healing place that is associated with prosperity and growth. It signifies that love and relationships, in all of their forms, are a natural part of the human experience, much like the earth itself. The indigo or blue represents serenity, or the ability to feel calm and serene. Blue is known as a relaxing color that soothes the soul. The last color, violet, or purple, represents the spirit of the LGBTQIA+ community. It signifies the unique essence, identity, and collective spirit of LGBTQIA+ individuals. The color also connects to the spiritual realm and is sometimes associated with royalty and calming effects. Now we can look at the newer editions of the flag. Working from the left to the right, I'm going to show what all of these colors represent within the triangle arrow shape. First is the yellow with the purple circle in it. The purple circle on the yellow triangle represents the intersex community and their unique experiences. The yellow and purple colors were chosen because they are typically seen as gender neutral and have historically been associated with intersex people. In addition, the unbroken circle symbolizes wholeness, completeness, and the right to bodily autonomy and self-determination for intersex individuals, as it avoids referencing gender stereotypes and seeks to avoid any symbols connected to gender. Next to the yellow are the colors white, pink, and blue. These colors, which appear on the transgender flag, include white, which represents those who are transitioning, feel they have a neutral gender or no gender, or are intersex. Pink and blue, which are typically associated with girls and boys, are included to acknowledge the diversity of gender identities within the broader LGBTQIA+ community. And beside those colors are the black and brown stripes, which represent Black, Indigenous, and people of color within the LGBTQIA+ community. These colors were added to the original rainbow flag to acknowledge the need for greater inclusivity and representation of LGBTQIA+ individuals of color. Additionally, the black stripe also symbolizes those who have died of HIV or AIDS and those living with the stigma surrounding the virus. As you may see, the yellow to black stripes are within a triangle shape. This is meant to represent an arrow that points to the right, symbolizing forward movement and the ongoing need for progress on issues of racial and trans equity. Now that we have learned the most updated version of the Pride flag, some of you may be wondering why understanding the Pride flag is that important, especially if you maybe do not identify with being part of the LGBTQIA+ community. Well, for many, it holds as a symbol of belonging, representing a diverse community, offering a sense of identity for LGBTQIA+ individuals. But for others, understanding the Pride flag shows your allyship through raising awareness and promoting inclusivity. Understanding the different colors and variations of the flag helps to raise awareness about the diversity of LGBTQIA+ community members and its allies. It signifies a commitment to creating inclusive spaces and advocating for equal rights and opportunities. Understanding the Pride flag shows support for the LGBTQIA+ community and their ongoing fight for equality. Just as the disability community has their own flag as a symbol of unity and empowerment, we all believe in a more inclusive and accepting future for all people. This means understanding the flags that represent and celebrate the rich and diverse communities that we identify with, and fostering a more inclusive society. I hope you learned something in our time together today, and we'll see you in our next video. Happy Pride, everyone!